But then we go from Moogle to someone who can make you misty.
Oh, Allison? MistyDawn 132?
Yeah, MistyDawn.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know her personally, so
Oh,
I
I'm
can't
sorry.
really.
I call everybody by their
We know
real
everybody
name.
so
I
well.
know
We
everybody's
just,
real
that's
name, and
Allison, that's
I
Lester.
usually thought that's just the thing with me. I don't call people by their persona. Like, Moogle's the only exception that I've noticed that I've really done it. Called them by their internet persona, but I've always called them by what their real name is because that's how I know them. It's easier for me to remember people that way.
Right, and but even so, like you seem to talk to MistyDawn a lot. Could you tell us more about her?
She was a friend that me and Amber had for a very long time.
You want me to?
Yeah, you want
to
to?
explain it?
Yeah, you can.
I actually met her first because I was. There was a time where I was going on YouTube and I was looking at different people to see if I would become friends with them. That's how I wanted to gain friendship with people. And I found her channel when she was still doing Let's Plays on her channel. And I talked to her a couple times and she was really nice.
Oh, you got cut off again. Sorry.
Okay, let's explain it. It's fine.
I met her through her channel when she was still doing Let's Plays, and she was always really nice to me and really stuff. And then we talked about Smash Brawl, if that wants to date this.
Smash Brawl Online. Oh gosh.
And we would get together often and play Smash with a couple of. And then I introduced her to Matt and them. I said, "This is another friend of mine who's really cool, and he does Let's Plays as well." And then that was pretty much it. We just all became a big group of friends after that.
Mm-hmm.
So you became a group of friends after that. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh, what was it? Back in 2011, 2012?
Yeah, somewhere
around there.
Can we go back?
Well, yeah. Well, I think the reason why you really clicked with her too is because you both had the similar interest of web design and stuff like that, doing like design work and all that other stuff. In case people don't know, Amber's a really good graphic artist.
Sometimes.
you may say different, babe, but I think you are. She's a good graphic artist. She plays around with graphics a lot. And back in YouTube days, they used to have the channel artwork all over the place. They didn't have the banners like they do nowadays. I miss those days, honestly.
Oh, but, I do too. Yeah. I do. I miss that too. But as you were saying,
I think everybody knows.
Yeah.
Hey, YouTube.
Amber had made such really great artwork with the banner, with the channel artwork, and she would do that. And her and MistyDawn had that in common because she was going to school for graphic design and stuff. So yeah, we became good friends through that. And then she took a break from Let's Plays at one point. I can't remember when it was, but she took a break from it. And I think it was around the time she was doing her other M playthrough.
Mm-hmm.
And then she came back and she started doing streams and Let's Plays. But ultimately, the Let's Plays became too hard for her, too much for her to handle.
Too much time consuming.
Too much time consuming, especially since she's got work for herself. She owns a business. So yeah, she had to kind of drop Let's Plays and just focus on streaming, which is fine. She streams on Fridays and Sundays at about 6 or 7 p.m. Central Time, my time. So.
Well, I'm gonna have to add the what is it, the Twitch link, the link to her Twitch. I can't even talk.
That's okay. Hey, I have the tongue twisters too, man. I get them all the time.
But even so, these are just interesting stories that I never would have known about, and I just say thank you to that. But then we go from someone who makes you misty to someone that's a ghost.
Oh no, Lester.
Our good old buddy Sonic64. I've known
Okay, what do you want to know about him? Because I know everything.
Yeah, we know about him. No. He's probably my closest internet friend if I had to choose.
Oh, thanks.
Sorry,
You got like 2 other people here.
Sorry.
No.
One of my closest. I've known him since day one. Good Lord. I've known him since 2011. We've been friends ever since. And,
Can I just say this, and don't take this as a personal thing, because he'll get it as a joke. Hey, Lester, fuck you. No, he'll know the reference.
No, she's always getting mad at Lester for glitching out the games that she likes all the time. Lester has developed speedrun tactics a lot over the years I've known him. He's played games 100% completion rate, and now he's getting to the point where he literally is trying to find ways to break games now.
Sometimes I don't think he means to. I think the game just oh, Sonic Ghost is playing, gotta break.
So sometimes, like in her playthrough of Majora's Mask,
don't get started
he's two dungeons ahead of her because he's clipping through doors and all this stuff.
Oh, no, I could see. I could definitely see. Lester, you're cheating.
Yeah, exactly.
And he always comes up with some excuse. He's like, no, I'm not. It's part of the game. It's in the code.
But me and Les, us three in particular have been known each other for so long, and I don't know. There's a lot of times where I don't know where I would be without him too, because
both of us actually.
He helped us set up on how to stream. He's showed us how to upgrade our equipment, how to get the best things for our stuff, how to fix something, because he's a tech whiz. He went to school for computer repair. What is that called?
He's certified.
He's certified in computer work and all this other stuff. And he's helped us with so much stuff. I don't know where I'd be without him, honestly. He's helped me through thick and thin. He's always been there. He's always been, my best friend when I need him there. He's just a good guy all around. He's a really nice person too.
Now let's not lie to people.
Oh,
No.
We lie.
No, he really is an awesome guy, and
yes.
Honestly, it's I don't know where we would be without him, and it would feel life wouldn't be complete without Lester.
Life would be.
Everybody needs a Lester in their life. Let's put it that way. Just so they can go to them with the middle finger. No.
No, but Lester's been there for thick and thin. I don't know where I'd be without him, to be perfectly honest.
That sounds like a lot of my friends, actually. Well, a very select few, like a very good friend of mine in LPGrodus.
Mm-hmm. I know who he is. I know who he is.
Well, speaking of which, what are your thoughts on the frog, LPGrodus?
He's a cool dude. I like him. He's funny too.
I mean, he's hilarious. It's sometimes okay, I was watching one of his old Let's Plays of Mario Kart 64, and
ooh, I approve already.
That's all right. So he was playing. I think it was called Yoshi's Canyon. I think.
Oh yeah, Yoshi's Canyon.
That track. Oh,
the track where you don't know what place you're in.
And the giant egg right in their path. And you're like, can you move out of the way, egg?
Yeah, once there were a couple of things what is it? He had possession of red shells, but when he fired them, it turned green and it didn't home in onto the enemy like it usually does.
Oh no!
Oh no!
And I think it was, but even so, it added to just the bundle of laughs. I just could not stop laughing. In fact, folks, I'm going to give you guys a link to one of the videos, and it will be time marked. But it is just, I couldn't stop laughing. It was I was laughing like a hyena. It was funny as hell.
Oh, that reminds me of the silly stuff that happened. Gosh, there's just one thing in one of my playthroughs that I keep laughing so hard at that happened. Was it my Sonic CD Let's Play? My Sonic CD Let's Play. There's this part. Okay, in the game, there's a mechanic where you pass a sign. If you go speed for a while, you'll jump ahead into the past, or you pass into the future, depending on what sign you do. Mm-hmm. Well, at the last second, I got crushed by a big old tank, a big thing that was going up and down. It did crush damage, which it kills you instantly in Sonic games, and. But at the same time, my time travel thing activated.
Oh no! I think I know where this is going.
So I died. The death animation happens. It takes a life away. Then the cutscene of me going back in the past happens, and then my death animation continues. And I lost 2 lives when I should have lost 1.
Wow!
In the same death animation.
I don't think you should be playing Sonic CD anymore.
I said, why did this happen? And I still remember the one part in my Spyro Let's Play, my Spyro the Dragon Let's Play, where I got hit by an enemy, and Spyro ended up like it knocked him up on top of the enemy, and he was in a falling animation, and he was just sitting there falling for like good 5 seconds. And then all of a sudden the screen goes black on the back of the checkpoint. Oh, I lost life. I was like, what? What happened? But what happened was, upon retrospect, what I just now noticed is the game thought I fell into a bottomless pit when I was on the top of the enemy in the falling animation.
Oh my.
Well, it's time to cue.
Lester, I swear, you and Lester.
I hate to do this to you, Brother Matt, but I gotta do this.
Okay.
That's perfect.
I think I put that clip in. I'm so sorry. I can't remember if I did. It happens a lot. I do clip the Price is Right losing horn in.
I know. It just makes you want to say, you son of a... I mean, I could go on and on with the sound effects, but I think you guys get the point.
Yeah.
Hey, it's making everybody happy, so you're good.
Well, if that's the case.
Oh my goodness.
Well, anyway, so those were just some of the stories on glitches and probably your 2 closest friends that, as well as LPGrodus. But yeah, LPGrodus, very funny guy. Mm-hmm. He just, to me, he is just as much a frog as I am a toad. But I understand from what I last talked to him, he's doing much better these days.
That's
good. That's good to hear.
He has a new princess around his arms, and he's enjoying his, being able just to enjoy life at this time.
That's good. That's just how everybody should be at this point. I'm trying to take a step forward every day. Try to be better myself. I know sometimes there'll be times where it just gets bad, but I just got to remember that everything will get better as time goes on.
You just take it day by day.
Yep, and I mean, I could probably say the same thing for a lot of other people going through probably much worse than even the 3 of us have gone through.
Yeah.
I mean, I could probably talk about it, but that would just be a video unto itself. But let's see, who else do you guys know that I might know?
I don't know. I can't think of any at the moment.
I mean, let's see. There's a couple of other people, like it was actually through LPGrodus I've learned, or found, I should say, Magic Zenith, among others. I don't think you've met him really.
You have to link me to their channel because I'll check them out.
All right. Well, I might have to just throw that in there, but nonetheless, though. So we have that, and then other stuff we could talk about. Oh, I got it. Okay, you were talking about bananas in pajamas, right?
Oh gosh, yes. I just remember bringing that up the other day, last week with a coworker, because he was bringing up all these silly shows that they used to watch when he was a kid. And I just brought that one up.
Wasn't we talking about something like that in Lester's stream the other night? And
yeah.
Lester was like, "What the heck?"
I know. Okay. There's a lot of like old TV shows that I remember. I can't remember what the name of it was, but it was the one show with the family with the hand puppets with the googly eyeballs on top of it. Do you remember that one?
I think I remember. I just don't know the name of it.
I can't remember.
There's too many good old trolls.
There's a couple of ones like what is it? I remember from Nickelodeon Wienerville.
Oh, I remember that. Do you remember the busy world of Richard Scarry?
Oh yeah, I remember that on Nick Jr.
Do you remember the worm and the Applemobile?
No.
Okay, I'll have to show you a picture of it.
Or Talking Cats.
The Talking Cats.
I probably remember it, but my brain's not clicking.
Okay, I'll have to show you a picture of it later, and you probably remember it.
I'm probably gonna feel stupid later.
These are way obscure shows that, like, you know, like, Hey Arnold, we watched that when we were kids. I remember when we watched.
Doesn't mean I didn't watch other things either.
It's just these are like really obscure shows that only lasted for a couple seasons, and then.
Okay. Oh, I remember Fraggle Rock.
I remember Fraggle Rock. Mm-hmm. My coworker blasts the theme song of Fraggle Rock at work every day.
Tell him to stop that.
You used to stop doing that with the Disney movies too.
And then I think I also remember Care Bears.
Care Bears, yeah.
And yes, I was that old when it came out. For those. Oh yes, I remember, especially during the year of the dragon, 2000, the year 2000. I remember it. Like, I was also born on the year of the dragon, but in '88 though.
Oh.
Oh wow.
You're only 2 years older than we are. Oh, you're a year older than Amber. Amber was born in '89. I was born in '90.
Wow. I didn't realize that. Because you simply could have just fooled me. I honestly thought that you were like, what, probably in your mid-20s, if anything.
No. No.
I mean, I take that as my actual age, but yes.
I am a pure-blooded 90s child. I was literally born in 1990.
Thank God you're not one of those kids who's like, yeah, I remember the 80s. I was born in 91, 92.
It's like, oh, I remember the 90s, born in 99.
I mean, of course, there was one show from the 80s that carried on, like, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you can't forget X-Men and...
No, and Spider-Man and all that other stuff.
Oh, yeah, and... oh, yeah, that's right, you were talking about Spider-Man at the very start of the show.
Yeah. We went to go see Spider-Man Far From Home last night.
And did you guys enjoy it?
Yes, we did. Let's just put it was really good. I liked it a lot.
But I think
if a movie can make you both laugh and cry, you know it was a good movie.
Yeah. It was a good movie. I really enjoyed it a lot. But then again, the Spider-Man's been like my favorite since I was a kid.
Wow.
I like that. I like Spider-Man and Ninja Turtles a lot when I was a kid.
I mean, I think really my big favorites were like the biggest favorites, the ones I had the most appeal to was Power Rangers and Thomas the Tank Engine.
I was Thomas the Tank Engine kid too when I was growing up. I was fascinated with trains when I was a kid. Oh my gosh, I had there was an old toy store that had a big old diorama with the wooden tracks and Thomas the Tank Engine stuff all over the place. That was the toy I played with the most when I was a kid, was Thomas the Tank Engine stuff. And I watched the shows and had all these VHS tapes of Thomas Tank Engine stuff.
Wow.
I was a big Thomas the Tank Engine guy.
And you're about the only one that can remember that one guy's name in the show.
Oh yeah, everybody calls him the fat controller. I said the guy's name's Sir Topham Hatt.
Yeah.
Why is everybody calling him the fat controller? That's not his name.
That's just rude.
That's just.
But I think it's because that was his original name in the UK narration, and I think they just called him Sir Topham Hatt because they didn't want people to think, oh, they're making fun of obese people.
They're making him because he's fat. Yeah, I get it. Oh my God.
I mean, I can understand, Weird Al Yankovic calling him fat.
Yeah.
He's fat. He's fat. He's really, really fat. I mean,
if you don't like Weird Al, get out of here.
Yeah, I've never seen the person who didn't like Weird Al.
I mean, I think my favorite memories were the Ringo Starr, George Carlin years. I don't know what your favorite era of that was, Brother Matt.
What Ringo
of Thomas the Tank Engine?
Oh, yeah. It was probably the early ones. Like I remember the episode where, gosh, I forget who it was. Henry was stuck in the tunnel.
Yes, it was him.
Tunnel. They had the board. They bricked up his train because he was lazy and didn't want to get out of the tunnel.
Of course, an engine attached to a train was afraid of a few drops of rain.
Oh, that's right. He got a new fresh coat of paint, and he didn't want to ruin his paint job. So that's what he stayed in the tunnel, and everybody got mad at him. They said, "Well, if it's not going to come out, we're just going to board up the tunnel," and that's exactly what they did. He learned his lesson.
I love that. That was just as good as the follow-up episode, but even so, that's a classic right there.
Yeah, I watched the older ones, I think. I didn't watch any of the newer ones.
Mm-hmm. But then we go from kid shows to, I don't know, because, I mean, if we grew up at around the same time, I don't know what other shows came after that.
I remember, some shows, I was big on the Pokemon anime, big on the Digimon anime.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was Amber's favorite thing, was the Digimon anime.
Not to say I hate Pokemon, mind you.
Yeah, she's a big Digimon person.
Yeah, because, I think it was up until 2003 that I enjoyed it, but yeah, the early seasons were just, they especially when they were on Fox Kids, they were the best.
Yes. I remember that, yeah. I still watched Fox Kids, but even when they changed it to Fox Box, and then they completely after that, they took all the kids shows off the air. I can't remember when this was, but they took off all the kids shows.
Oh, I do. I remember. It was during 2000. It was on Saturday mornings, but they took that out of regular service by the time 2002 came around.
Yeah, they took away everything. I remember Fox Box had, the Kirby Right Back at You anime. They had the Sonic X anime. They had.
Those were okay shows.
Yeah, Kirby Right Back at You is a very underrated anime in my opinion. I love that one so much.
It was. I like. Kirby. Speaking of which, Kirby is one of my favorite.
Kirby is one of my favorites too. I like Kirby a lot.
I was just listening Kirby to see who was banging on my door, but anyway.
Yeah, I played Kirby a lot when I was a kid. I had Kirby Tilt and Tumble on the Game Boy Color. That was my first Kirby game I ever played. The one where you had to turn your Game Boy to control Kirby on the screen.
Does Kirby pinball count for me?
Because
I got kind of stuck with the bad one.
I don't know. It's not bad. Kirby's never had a bad game.
Oh,
I stand by this fact to this day.
I forgot who I was talking to for a moment.
He's never had a bad game.
Well, I mean, if I had to pick a bad game, it would be Rainbow Curse, just because you had to use the damn.
Yeah, if there was a bad game, it was
Rainbow
that
Curse.
one because it wasn't really suited for a Wii U. It was suited for the 3DS.
Yeah, and so that's why I enjoy games like uh, Kirby's Adventure, Kirby's Superstar, Kirby Return to Dreamland, which I'm actually still doing a Let's Play even to this day.
I still need to play that game. That's like the only one I haven't played.
And I
I
and
was
I and I
totally
heard
interested in gonna play.
Superstar Allies were also a good game. Is that true?
Oh, I love Superstar Allies. Yeah, this is really good. I liked it a lot. I know a lot of people said it was meh. I liked it a lot. I
Aw.
still stand by this fact that Kirby hasn't had a mediocre game. He hasn't, in my. It's but yeah, like uh, I played Star Allies. I still need to play Return to Dreamland. I haven't played that one. I was gonna play that one, Amber, someday. We'll probably record that.
Wow. And so if Matt, if Kirby is your favorite, what
One of my
about
favorites.
yeah, one of your favorites? What about Miss Unique here?
You like Kirby?
I like Kirby. I like
But
a lot of things.
but what is your favorite though?
What's your favorite Kirby game?
No, not Kirby. Like her favorite
What's
series.
your
I
favorite
mean.
game? Oh, I know what that is.
Oh.
Go ahead and tell
Hold
us.
on, he got cut out.
Sorry, what's your favorite game?
favorite game?
Yes.
Like favorite
game-
game of all time?
Game series. I should be more
Game
specific.
series, sorry. Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, Metal Gear. I knew it.
Ooh.
Her favorite's Metal Gear Solid.
That is a great
I've got-
series.
I've got like mixed emotions on that series though, and I've got a lot of good memories, but I've also got some bad memories with it too.
Then that's kind of why it's shaped up to be your favorite, because that's the series that resonates with you the most.
And I'll be honest, that game scared the crap out of me when I first played it. And then I learned to love it throughout the years, and it was one of those things where I would go back and play every year. It was like a tradition where I have to play that game at least once a year.
Yeah.
And I still do that.
I was the same. I'm the same way with Golden Sun. Golden Sun's my favorite game series.
Oh, that's right. Golden Sun.
Yeah.
Like
It's an RPG that I got. Oh, when did I get that game?
That's why he was sad when Isaac didn't get in Smash.
Yeah, that's why I got upset when Isaac was on this.
yeah, you can only
but-
make a Mii fighter of him. That's the only bad thing.
Yeah, that's okay though. I'm used to it now. I'm not even upset about it anymore. It's but
He wasn't really upset.
I wasn't
first
even
place.
really upset. I was just happy he was in the game again. But
I'm not. He's mean.
I was assist trophies mean. But yeah, Amber used to tell me stories of all the stuff that, she, like, when parts of her life where Metal Gear kind of helped her. So I know that's her favorite. That's her favorite by a long shot for everything else. She plays that game religiously.
I mean, of course, it has a lot of deep tones and a lot of. I mean, it's a real game if you really think about it. Not just for that time, but also it just transcends time, really.
Transcended. Is that the word you're looking for?
Yeah, I think that's probably the best word. So, thank you, brother Matt.
You're welcome.
But I mean, Matt, you mentioned Golden Sun, which kind of helped me think about a guy that loves Golden Sun just as much as you do.
Who's that?
RawkHawk64.
Oh, he likes it just as much as I do.
Oh,
Well, that's cool. I've noticed over the years, especially since we haven't had a fourth game come out in a long. The fourth game come out.
mhm.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people come out telling people to play the game. They said this is a really good game. Everybody should play it at least once. And
Well,
I've been seeing more fans of it coming out a lot more, and that makes me happy seeing that.
Well, I don't know when, but I know that he's been a fan for probably since back in 14 at the least.
Back in 14, yeah.
When I-
I've played that game. I've played both the first and second game because those two games are connected, and if you finish the first game, you can do a password code to transfer all your items and levels and characters and stuff like that and your gen collected into the second game. Well, I played this game since, good lord, since it first came out. I got it for Christmas one year and I played it. It was my first RPG, like, besides, I played Pokemon. That was my first RPG. That was like the first thing I played, like any with the RPG mechanics. Then I played Dragon Quest. And then I played Golden Sun. Golden Sun was the first one I've actually, like, it stuck with me. I know a lot of people feel that way for, like, Final Fantasy or like Chrono Trigger or something like that. Mm-hmm. People get stuck with that. Golden Sun was that game for me. It stuck with me ever since that.
Oh, I was about to add to that the Dragon Quest games too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Dragon Quest games what I played first when I was a kid. That's why I got really excited when Dragon Quest Hero got announced for Smash Brothers. It's like, oh, my childhood. I played Dragon Quest.
Not just one.
Not just one. There's like four Dragon Quest characters. But yeah, I played Dragon Quest, namely 2 and 3 when I was a kid. I played 2 I borrowed it from a friend, and I played it for a little bit. And then I played 3. I got 3 on my Game Boy Color, and I played it a lot, but I never could beat it because it was hard. I played Dragon Quest 3 so much when I was a kid. I'll try to beat it now. I'm going to beat it one day. I'm actually going to try to beat it pretty soon. Because I want to try to finish it.
Just beat it. Just beat it.
Yeah, now you're making me think of the Weird Al Yankovic song, Just Eat
It. I mean, I can go on.
Don't be like it.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
But yeah, Golden Sun.
Oh. No, I was just going to make a joke. I said, don't be their Switch cartridges.
Oh, gosh.
Wait,
Not that again.
Wait, you got cut off again. Sorry.
Oh. I was just making a joke that was going to say, don't be one of those people that eat their Switch cartridges.
Or like they lick the Switch cartridges.
Yeah.
I remember
that face no. I almost forgot about that. I didn't want to remember it, damn it. Well, this is what happens.
But,
I had to do it. But you know what? All is forgiven.
I was just thinking of it when you said just eat it, and I was like, no, please don't eat it.
No. I accidentally hit the button when I didn't mean to.
Oh.
Hey, it worked.
Hey, it worked. The timing was good.
Okay. So, oh gosh. I mean, well, speaking of Weird Al, I mean, that's just a little bit about music, but oh god, I think I remember one time, and this was at around the time that you had recently had tied the knot. Mm-hmm. When you put a ring on it. Well, I can go on and on with marriage jokes, but when you tied the knot, I think the one song, you were kind of feeling down and out. I was like, you know what? I should probably find a way to cheer up Brother Matt and also, Sister Unique. So I was like, okay, well, is there a song that would do that? And I was like, oh yes, there's this one song called "Make It With You" by Bread, circa 1970, and I shared it with Brother Matt. And well, I guess you can just talk about how you felt about when you heard that song.
That was something. I'm not going to go into too much detail what happened, but something had happened right after our wedding that kind of bothered me and Amber a lot. And
that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, go for it. Go.
And Julia came up and told me to try to cheer me up, and he posted that song in particular, and we listened to it for a while. And it was like, that
we kind of listened to it like 2 or 3 days straight.
Yeah, 2 or 3 days straight, and that helped out a lot. It really did. Thank you again for that. We needed that.
Oh, but before we get to that, then there's music that you guys enjoy listening to?
I
guess
listen to a variety of music, really, and lately it's been just a hodgepodge of things. I listen mostly to video game OS, but I like listening to I like listening to oldies. Really, that's kind of like my favorite.
Old rock.
Oldies music.
Oldies,
like
okay.
Okay. Yeah, 70s and 80s music. I like listen. Me and my coworker at work have been. That's because okay, I got to tell this story now. We've been fixated on Disney music a lot lately. Kind of a strange segue, but.
So yeah, we like 80s music, but we also like Disney music.
I was at work and my coworker I was working with, he likes to. We were listening to some Tenacious D music one day, and it's got a lot of vulgarity in it and all this other stuff. Well, plant manager comes over and tells us we need to change the music station. Can't have too much vulgarity. So my coworker's like, all right then, let me switch it over to this. He switched it over to the Disney Channel. He says, you guys can't complain about that now.
I mean, what else are you going to listen to that's like clean? Like that?
Says you guys can't, if you guys complain about this, then I don't know what to tell you. So I've had a lot of Disney music stuck in my head past like couple months now because of it.
I mean, of course, when you listen to music like that, it's a whole new world.
Exactly.
That's my song from Disney, anyways.
Yeah, I mean, I have a friend in Mustafa, and you're not gonna believe what his last name is.
What?
Ali, and I was like, Mustafa Ali, yes it is he, Ali Ababwa.
No, it was funny the other day at work. I had that song stuck in my head because he was playing it. He was playing it earlier that day. Sometimes during the day, I just have random bits of music come up and start saying, "Hey, you remember me?" Blah blah blah. And then stuck in my head for like a good hour. Well, I was setting up the machine. I was cleaning it out and all this other stuff, and I had to push the machine back to this corner where I needed to have it to work with, and there was a bunch of crap in the way, and I had my coworkers push it out of the way, and I was pushing the machine back, and I said, "Make way for Prince Ali." I just started saying that out loud, and then my coworker's like, "Damn it, Matthew! I can't get it out of my head now." So he started playing it on his phone, and I was like, "Sorry."
You did that on purpose.
I did that on purpose. Yes, I did.
Wow.
I see that sly grin of yours.
Wow. But then, what about Miss Unique? Like, what kind of music did you like listening to?
Pretty much the same.
I mean, you grew up with Disney. That was your forte. Anyway.
That's the not to be disrespectful towards my parents, but that's the only thing they would let me listen to. But no, I pretty much am the same with Matt. I like listening to different types of music, but lately I've been listening to a lot of Persona music.
Oh, of course. The Last Surprise.
Yes.
Yeah, she's been listening to a lot of Persona music lately.
Well, mostly because I've been playing Persona 3.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Persona 3 is also good, too.
Yeah.
But
this was my first playthrough, and I'm loving it so far, so... Now I got the Persona music stuck in my head, so I just throw it on Spotify and start listening to it.
Well, I take it, Matt, that you never saw it coming. Oh. I mean, we could just. I am I've always been described as a living, breathing jukebox because I always tend to sing out of like if you give me something, I'm gonna sing it.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm the same way. It's like I said, random bits of music just gets in my head during the day when I'm trying. I'm doing mindless tasks.
Here's the thing that gets me the most. I could be thinking of a song and I'm trying to remember, and I'll start saying the lyrics to just a tiny bit, and he picks up immediately on it and starts saying the whole thing. And I'm like, can I just have your memory?
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. And then but yeah, I mean I listen to a lot of music, like, and it's not just video games, but I also like listening to even some of the old stuff, like, which also includes Yes Bread, and lately I've been listening to a lot of John Denver and Glenn Campbell.
John Denver. Country Road.
Yes, but no, not. I don't want to spoil anything on the Spider-Man movie, but there was a scene that got us, and it was a music scene. What was it? Like AC/DC started coming on.
Oh, AC/DC came on. And he says, "Oh, I love Led Zeppelin." I was like, "Oh my gosh."
I'm like, how did you get this mixed up?
What?
There was a part where one of the characters put on Back in Black by AC/DC, and Peter goes, "Oh, I love Led Zeppelin." Like,
oh my god! How do you confuse perhaps one of the biggest bands in the '80s? Wow.
That was the joke. He showing that he was incompetent with the music. He didn't know.
Well, I mean,
think the whole theater lost it at that point.
Oh,
I swear everybody in the theater laughed at that part.
Oh gosh. You guys are funny as hell. I'll tell you one thing.
Well, thank you. I try to be.